I wait on you as you wait on me, so we can see more of this silly world. The world isn't bad, as long as you think happy thoughts and not be sad, and hope for the best every day. See your importance, that you are good every day, and you can make it in every way, every day. Get ready to go, Fujo! I noticed that payphone actually doesn't even really have a phone at all. Finally got the package, headed out. Actually, that time they were really quick. Really busy place, this Ol's Tex-Mex in Capel. Really nice inside too, nice and warm. Lots of friendly people. Pretty quick that time. Pretty quick. I mean, ultimately, you know, life is very different when you can just let go and have fun. It kind of makes you look forward to the next day or night when you wake up. Looks like we may have to pick up an old friend. Right here at the end of this trail. Yep. All right, thanks a lot. Should be everything. Giving a little shout out to an old faithful flag here. If we can get some of the light in this area. Moving straight ahead this way. Even though it is...
Turn right onto SH-121 frontage road.
Even though it is nighttime, Old Faithful still... You can kind of see, maybe... There it is. Kind of... You can see it. There it is. Headed to the airport, DFW Airport. Anybody has any special information about DFW Airport or anything they'd like to say about it? I personally think it's one of the best airports in the world. I'm just, you know, I guess I don't know, favorite. It's one of my favorites, or what's it called? I'm partial to DFW Airport, but we'll be approaching it pretty soon. There'll be a big flag. You'll see that. I'm going to point at the flag. Just entering DFW Airport region on the Carrollton-Hebron side, which is actually Grapevine side. If you know any better, leave a comment. And I am passing the sign right here that did say at that particular moment DFW Airport, and I am headed straight this way to pick up an old teacher, an important relative, especially an actor, musician, filmmaker life, or a filmmaker's life, or actor, you know, YouTuber life. I guess you say YouTuber, vlogger. Let's go to the vlogger's life. And we'll be introducing everyone to the little surprise, or big surprise, pretty soon. So there's a flag that's very common on both sides of DFW Airport. You'll see the flag kind of twirling a little bit there in that little crusty part of the windshield. There, right there, you got a glimpse of it right there, kind of an Andy Warhol shot. Actually, the Andy Warhol shot would probably be like, that or something. They like the Andy Warhol shot going this way. Or, there's maybe that's kind of a thing. And we're going to obtain or procure a ticket pretty soon. People ahead of me look like they're from, I have no clue. Going this way. And we're moving straight ahead with our elbow that way, kind of inching for your seatbelt. There we go. I think the word for her, something like that came out. I don't know what kind of word. If you know that the word that came out right there, leave a comment. Voorhees, Jason Voorhees. I don't know why this is not a filming location of Friday the 13th or anything. It's just kind of coming out of me like, Anyway, going back onto the road, I am in DFW Airport. Stream of consciousness, James Joyce kind of thing here. Just kind of getting excited, moving around this way. And we are, person that I'm picking up I have not seen in about almost 2 years, since my second wife left with the kids. And anyway, hi Mom. I was trying, they like, this guy's kind of creepy. Okay. The destination that we're headed to at this moment is actually Terminal C. What I think is funny is the actual other part of it is 4. So you put C4 together. Don't know why that's a coincidence. It was that way, I believe last year, before I got really any attention at all on any of this. So we're in the middle of DFW Airport at this particular moment. It's a really nice thing. We'll be passing here pretty soon. I may be trying to procure a slow-mo shot of the steam if it's working. I've tried to do it very many times in the past, a few times, and have kind of succeeded a few times. If you go back through my channel, look at my dailies or just my B-roll only, you're welcome to use that as long as you get a hold of me and you say, hey, is this okay? But there is the actual right now. We'll see what we can do. Actually, I might do the opposite. Try maybe a time lapse. I think David Lynch would honor that. David Lynch would probably honor it to a certain degree. Going to C4 this way. Okay. Looks like... Did you get both luggage? Oh, you did? Let me see if I can move this over this way. Hi. This shows kind of like the weather. What's that noise?
That's my phone.
Oh.
Oh,
see,
that's probably Linda texting me.
Oh, right now? Mm-hmm. Okay. That right there, I tried to do a time lapse on it. It's just a pass. I've also tried to do slow-mos on it.
Oh, no, it's you.
Oh, no, it's probably me saying pulling up.
It is.
Okay. What part of Maine, Yarnallwood, Abbott, is that considered Piscataquis County?
Mm-hmm.
So it's Piscataquis. Or Piscataquis, okay. It's Piscataquis? Piscataquis, okay. So anyway, I think I don't know if he lived in that area, but it was something like 27 years that he was going to different camps, and he was getting like candy, and they had like 1,000 theft charges or something. There was like candy and different foods from the camps, and then they finally got him. But he's doing okay now. He's actually been there for quite a bit of time, and the judge has him check in weekly to make sure he still communicates with society and stuff. But I don't remember his name. But I saw it on Mr. Ballin. He had done a whole little series on the guy.
Is he still in Maine?
No, he's like in one of the bigger cities, and he's got a job. And
in the state Maine, or what's?
Yeah, he's still in Maine.
Oh, but a bigger city.
Yeah, but he's in a bigger city, and he's functioning like he has a job, and he's got enough place to stay and all that kind of stuff. But he has to check in with the judge weekly to make sure that he's in society, because he was gone for like 27 years, 27 winters on his own. He lived under, the rumor I heard is that he lived under a whole stack of sleeping bags underground with the butane tanks, and that's how he was getting through some of the cold weather. The other rumors, they walked around in a circle, and then he went to different camps and things like that. I think that's how he kind of got his nourishment or food and stuff. This went on for a very, very long time. But supposedly he's doing okay now. So how is Maine?
We had a very mild winter until
So it's mild?
February, yeah. It's been mild for Maine.
We had,
bad at all.
I would say this time around for 3 days, we had kind of like a Bergman style, Egmar Bergman style kind of winter kind of thing.
It's like, what's that?
A roadside attraction. Well, he basically calls himself, the Carpetbagger, and he goes to like roadside attractions, different places that are like oddities. I don't know if that's the right word, but like odd little places that you would stop. Like, for example, when they came to Texas, he came with a guy named Adam the Woo, and they went to like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of area, I guess, in Texas. So the rumor is it's Paris, Texas, but I think it's another area. And they kind of travel, or like adventure, kind of roadside attraction. Well, supposedly his wife got a hold of me because I did a satirical post about him being a carpetbagger coming into the South, and there was coyotes that live kind of in my area, and I was just kind of cross-referencing, throwing things out there, getting real James Joyce kind of thing. And I guess his wife had texted me, or not texted me, but had commented saying, Carpetbagger's concerned or something. But he's basically a guy, it's kind of like this nice, educated guy.
The term carpetbagger?
No, that's a term he uses, though. That's a term that's a term he uses. I'm not using the term I'm not calling him a carpetbagger.
So what did the wife say?
Well, she used the word wike, W-H-I-K-E. I don't really, I think while we appreciate your passion, that kind of thing, we're just concerned, because I fell out of my car when I was, I was doing,
They were concerned because you fell out of your car?
I fell out of my car while I was doing the post, because I got excited about a coyote. I was trying to get this coyote in the shot. But there's these people that are out there, well-known, famous vloggers. One is named Adam the Woo. He's actually from Mississippi. He's actually originally from Tupelo, Mississippi. He's actually traveling right now to not St. Cloud, I think it's Celebration, Florida. He's originally from St. Cloud, Florida. And Carpetbagger is from Wisconsin, and he's exploring the South, but he has family that are basically in the South. And I guess his wife got a hold, and they were just concerned with, I guess just concerned for me, and I guess I sent another post.
What did you say? Anything else?
Well, I just said, everything's fine. I just got excited.
What did she say?
Just like, basically, we're just concerned. We appreciate your passion, blah, 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 but we're just concerned, blah, blah, blah. I really don't know. I guess it was just a response. I don't even know really if it was the carpetbagger's wife, but there's also a cat out in California named Jordan the Lion, who is doing kind of the similar, well, he's more of like a travel vlogger, but
yeah, I saw that on
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, he's basically kind of like,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah, he does like kind of pop culture history of Hollywood, kind of travel vlogger kind of thing, I guess you could say. Then I guess the Woo is kind of, he kind of started it a long time ago. He was a Kmart employee that went off in his van and explored, you know, kind of like a Route 66, I guess you could say, or yeah, the frontier of the country. He calls himself an adventure vlogger rather than a travel vlogger. But anyway, they're all kind of like a team.
It's kind of like Josh. His name is Josh. What is it? I watch him all the time on Travel Channel, and he does that. They're really good. Gates. Josh.
Huh? I haven't seen that. I'll have to look at that.
To like, yeah, like trying to find that gold. He finds out about stuff like that.
This is a guy named Josh what?
Gates. Josh Gates. He's really good.
Kind of like Bill Gates, or
no? Just he's a travel guy on the travel.
So
channel.
just Josh Gates is his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he goes into other places like the pyramids, real big places too. Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's really good.
Huh.
Yeah. They didn't want to wear masks. It was like a similar situation on a smaller scale as far as the number of people.
And this is documented that this is in the past. Are you talking about the Spanish flu? Okay, it's like the turn of the century, 1900s, 1918. So right around World War I. So World War I, right? I didn't tell you, but I got hit in the jaw.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I probably have told a lot of people at a Burger King by this guy. I guess I was frustrated. I was with Uber Eats at the time, and it was late at night. I was kind of by Harry Hines, and I guess dramatically told him, you know, give me the order, I guess, in that kind of way. And then instead of, you know, giving me the order, you know, because he opened the window. He opened the window, and then he just hit me pretty hard. It took about a year to get to where I felt kind of normal in the chin area. And the area, I've looked it up, is the mental protuberance, is what they call it, the mental protuberance part of the chin. Really like right in this area, right there. But I think it probably, in my mind, you know, the mental protuberance part of the chin in my mind kind of probably was way worse than what actually really happened. So I imagined the incident was probably way worse than, I don't know. I mean, but at the time they asked if I wanted an ambulance, and I said no, and the guy ran off into the night. He went to some gentleman's club, kind of thing, and he was, gone after that. But yeah, it was pretty serious. I told him, I said, listen, oh dear. I'm gonna kind of slow down a little bit right here. But I told the guy, I said, either make the order, and I'll forgive you for hitting me, because he hit me pretty hard. I mean, it was like, and I will, what I'll do is I'll just, take the order, the hamburger or whatever it is, and I'll move on. And they said, no, we will not make the order. We cannot make the order. The meat, I guess something to do with the meat or something, the grill or something. So I went ahead and I called 911. I went ahead and called the police. But when I showed them that I called the police, I drove over patiently and waited. And then the guy just took off running. I was talking to the 911 operator, and basically the 911 operator said, don't follow him, don't follow him. And then he ran to a gentleman's club, so I just let it go there. It was in a kind of a bad area, but it's probably all on tape. I don't know if they erased those tapes or whatever. I got a hold of Burger King, and I believe they're owned by another company. It's a pretty big company. And I made the report through the app. So I actually made the report through the app, and then I also called them, made the report. And then I actually talked to some people that were on the corporate level of Burger King, and they said, well, no, we're not responsible for if another employee hits.
Did you contact a lawyer?
Well, they said that the only way that the lawyer, yes, I contacted a lawyer, and they said that the only way that they could progress or actually, go forward into the trial or whatever they do, go forward, legally or whatever, is if something of the building hit me, like the window or something else. If it's the buildings, if it was a structure or some kind of system part, then that would have been completely different. I don't think it's true either, but they said that they're not responsible for the employee hitting another person, as we can see where it's closed right here. And I think that they are responsible.
Yeah, I'd look it up and check.
I would look it up too. But anyone that basically wants to make a comment and make any type of comment about this, leave a comment.
Don't make the right diagnosis. Why do you have to go to another doctor?
Oh, you mean another lawyer?
Another lawyer.
Yeah, there's a possibility. Maybe, I don't know.
It costs several.
But as Christians, are we supposed to sue?
Yeah, I think so. And
Do you think Christians will?
What about the lady that they spill hot coffee on?
Now that's a different story, because it's kind of like self-defense, kind of protecting yourself.
Well, the coffee already left the McDonald's establishment in the employee's hands, was in their hands, and then spilled on hers, the way I understand.
I see.
And she got a lot of money.
Is a McDonald's employee that got burnt by some coffee? Interesting. Well, I mean, kids will be kids, right? And filmmakers will be filmmakers, and then people that have other type of jobs will be those type of, slipping, oh dear. But there'll be those type of jobs too, everybody will be what they are, I mean, just like they say, kids will be kids.
But she is probably on disability
drive
now.
with
She could have
caution
gotten on disability.
right now. I don't know about that information. I don't know. Well, that kind of information, I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. I know her mom. It has some of the issues going on, but I'm not saying that I know anything about what exactly. I don't know what's going on with.
Too cold for those kids.
I'll explain it to you, right? The thing is, True Detective is a cool little film, but regardless, everybody that comes to the South that's from either the North or maybe even the West, especially Texas, especially in the summer, they flip out about the air conditioning, okay? It's all in their head. It's kind of like an injury, almost. Oh my goodness, the thing was swaying right there. So basically, they flip out, and we got a kind of a parked car right there. They flip out about the southern heat, especially in Texas, because it can get up to 100, 109 or whatever. So that's why certain people will have the air conditioning going, and they keep it very cold. Just like in the North, how I was when I was living in Maine, I flipped out about the heat, or about, thinking that I had cryophobia. No, yeah, of course, y'all been there for 14 years. But what I'm trying to say is that I flip out when I'm up north about making sure that I'm, completely 100% warm. Because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's cryophobia, it's negative 20 degrees outside, what am I gonna do? But here in the South, people that are from the North or people that are from the West, or they're not from Texas, will flip out about air conditioning. They will completely flip out. And listen, I don't blame them, to be honest. And a lot of people up north, they don't always blame someone for complaining about, wanting to stay warm all the time, especially people that may have cryophobia. And cryophobia, you can look up in the comments. Cryophobia, basically what it is it's when you're, scared of the cold, or the cold killing you Jack Nicholson style in The Maze and The Shining.
But, it's quite a pull on the other people, economy if someone's using, it keeps it that cold in the summer. It does.
In the summer, it does get cold, right?
So
I mean, not here. I mean, air conditioning. The air conditioning gets cold. Yeah, right. Because people bring the air conditioning. Yeah, it is tough. Right, it is tough. But some people, because of their mental condition, they do have to have it, like 67 degrees.
It's gotta be a mental condition, because if it were a physical condition, they have to be cold all the time.
All the time, right?
They wouldn't even turn the heat
But
on.
you're talking about the summertime. You're not talking about winter.
No, I'm talking about a person.
When you're talking about being cold, you're talking about being cold in the summertime, not in the winter. You're not talking about being cold in the wintertime. You're talking about being cold in the summertime. But that's what you're talking about. You're talking about the summer.
I'm trying to explain.
Right, I know you're trying to explain, but you're trying to explain something that happens in the summertime, not in the winter.
Well, if it were true, or a true physical condition, the person who kept it freezing cold in the apartment in the summer would also have a freezing cold.
It's not.
in the winter.
Here's a story, though, I have to tell you. There was a guy that actually took an air conditioner from a Walmart roof. It was an industrial air conditioner. And in his actual trailer, he could bring the temperature down enough to freeze a glass of water. This is actually true. I don't know the actual temperature that it was, but this was like an industrial size air conditioning in the summertime in his trailer. It was very, very.
That's no way to live.
No, not. But people do flip out about the air conditioning in Texas in the summertime.
Kids shouldn't be that cold. It'd be like.
Well, you're gonna have to have some type of air conditioning in the summer.
Yeah, but not that cold. Your teeth are chattering.
Well, maybe some people overdo it a little bit. That's a nice church right there.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Now, Monson. Is it pronounced Monson?
Maine.
Monson, Maine. I remember it. What did they do to it?
Oh my gosh, this artist wife, her husband died. He was very old, in his 90s or something. She gave millions to that town.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
In Monson, Maine.
And they built a new general store. They've redone all these houses.
Right.
It's beautiful. They've built 2 museums, and one of them is for artists.
Passing Hebron.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Maine has a lot of kind of,
artistic.
I would say artistic, but the sound of a lot of the towns are like Hebrew kind of sounding. Yeah, like Jerusalem. Salem's Lot actually came from Jerusalem's Lot.
I think Piscataquis and
there's a Jerusalem, Maine, right? Probably.
I think so.
Probably so.
I think so. There's a Salem,
there may even be a Jerusalem,
Massachusetts.
Texas, but there's a Salem, right? Salem, I believe, comes from Jerusalem. Salem's Lot actually comes from Jerusalem. So Salem, Salem actually does too. But there's a lot of other, I think of some of the stuff like the Piscataquis. Is it
Piscataquis.
Piscataquis? I think that's actually Native American.
That's what I think, yeah.
It actually says Carrollton right there. I think it is Native American.
I think so.
Yeah.
The connection was very short, and the flight came in a little bit late, so I made it to the flight. But the lady at the counter was so busy that she really didn't have time to communicate with me, so I wasn't sure what she was telling me. And then they gave me the boarding pass, and so this lady came over to me. She was so nice, and she started helping me, and she must have heard the gate agent say my name, because she said my name, Donna. And I went,
This is actually a church right here. Yeah, they're Field. Yeah, it's called Field.
Anyway,
they are okay.
I was
Sorry.
going to tell you about her, because she helped me, and then in Dallas Fort Worth she came up and asked if I needed anything else. Isn't that
Oh, that
nice?
is nice. That's really nice. Here, I'll grab that right there. Sorry about that. It's kind of light. You didn't really pack that heavy at all. I mean, it's still a pretty big suitcase.